Hi everyone, it's Beth, and today I'm going to talk about the roadmap that just came out for TronKnights. I have a little more information for you about TronRaider, plus it's really fun, and I'm going to be updating you on just a couple of the dApps that I have already been talking about. So, stay right there. Okay, so before we get started today, if you're new to the channel or you just haven't yet subscribed, then please do take a moment, hit that little red subscribe button right down there. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, and please leave me a thumbs up. I certainly do appreciate the interaction with the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about tonight is TronKnights, which has been out for a little while. This contract is not only verified, but it has been audited, and there's seems to be absolutely nothing shady going on here, but it is really quite nice to look at. Over here in the game section, you can see all of the different types of characters, types of knights that you can buy, and right now this is pretty much an idle game as of the current situation, where you buy in, and then the characters that you buy, depending on the level at which you bought in, they're going to pay you back a set amount of gems every day. Though they also have, in addition to gems, they also have a different glory amount for each level of character. So with the glory aspect, that gives you a portion of everything that's bought into the contract. So they split up 2% of everything that's bought in, and it gets divvied up based on the amount of glory that you have. So that's the situation with TronKnights right now, which I have been doing for a few days. I have a cleric, which I purchased first. Then I was able, through my reinvestment, I was able to purchase a settler as well. This is very much like Tron Village in that it splits your daily payout between the bank and, the bank? Yes, it's the bank. So it splits between the bank and the pouch. So the bank is, you can use that to buy more knights, and then what is in the pouch you can withdraw anytime you want. So they did release a Medium article highlighting what is to come here with the project. So they are adding a PvP, a player versus player game to this. They're also adding daily quests, and they're going to add a new game, new single player mode. They're also having increased localization, so they're looking for people to do translations into many different languages. Focused marketing, as well as updates to the user interface and user experience. So what they have here is they have highlighted what the, they start off with the time frame. So they're hoping that all of these implementations will be able to be done in Q2. So that is a pretty quick turnaround. They have the PvP core mechanics highlighted here. So it says there's a few ideas that they're working with for the PvP, but the primary model they're building off of is one of replayability. So players will win matches based off of damage. In reality, the system's going to roll a die 3 times and add up the numbers. So whichever player has the higher sum after 3 rolls wins. Rather than just having the traditional dice roll backed by pure random number generation, the Tron Knight model will use a basic formula of ability-based damage plus unit count plus random number generator number. And what that means is a good portion of the player's likelihood to win is within his or her control, rather than by pure luck. So that is very nice for people who have already purchased some of the higher level characters, which, by the way, they totally have the statistics. And there are some people that have some crazy big armies here. So, I mean, this guy, this leader has boy, he's making 211,000, almost 212,000 in hourly gem production. He has almost 4,700 glory. Again, that splits up a portion of the overall contribution into the platform, into the contract. But I mean, he has 1.25 thousand of the second level, and that is the scout. So I mean, that's really, really quite remarkable, I think, considering I have a whole two knights. But there's really a lot of people that have been definitely going at this, and oh, he has 15 warlocks, so wow, just wow. But there's some goals for you. In any case here, so that's going to take into account the army that you have built whenever it is, whenever you're doing this player versus player portion that is to come. So I think that that's very, very cool, and it's definitely should be, you know, good and addictive, I think. So that's great. So let's see. And it says that the random number is only going to account for about 10% of the damage in the PvP core mechanics here. So hypothetical glory to add with the to add to the RPG element here, the largest chunk of damage is going to come from abilities. These are not so different from abilities found in other RPG games like Blade, Fury, Fireball, etc. And they're going to be unlocked based off of a player's glory. So that's going to be yet another use for glory here. So tier 1 abilities, this is all hypothetical at this point because, again, this is the roadmap, but what they have here mapped out, tier 1 abilities are going to be between 300 and 1,000 glory, tier 2 between 1,000 and 2,000 glory, and then tier 3 is going to be between 2,000 and 8,000 glory, with the final ability unlocked when you have 8,000 glory. So when each glory threshold is met, the ability will be unlocked. The first time it's unlocked, it's going to cost TRX that'll be put back into the contract. So each tier has a unique ability that deals more damage in relation to the other abilities. As of the writing, the abilities have not yet been specified, but will most likely have a static damage value represented by the ability-based damage variable in the above equation. So one important note, unit types will matter. So you can finally make your warlocks useful, aside from generating you the highest return on investment in the current idle game. So what they're going to do is provide higher gem rewards based off the type, the unit type a player owns. So hypothetically, a settler is going to receive 100 gems, a scout 300, a cleric 500, a rogue 800, a mage 1,500, a paladin 2,000, a berserk is going to be 4,000, and that warlock will earn you 5,000 gems. So the plan's to provide an additional way of farming gems beyond just buying knights and coming back in 24 hours. So there are a few features they're going to work out, though, like TRX costs for entering the PvP and auto PvP battles. So then the next thing that they're adding is daily quests. So it says it's just going to be a checklist of goals that players will meet to receive a secondary currency for the single player mode for the new game. So they will vary in difficulty from buy a scout to win 3 PvP battles in a row, and these will be repeatable every 24 hours. That's based off a UTC timestamp per wallet. Then the new game or single player mode, they haven't really, nailed this down as to what they're going to do yet, but they are looking at having a single player version of the PvP battle and an entirely new game set in the same universe. So if they go the route of an entirely new game, the most widely accepted idea is a structural castle game that generates currency in the same way the current Knights game does. If they go the single player route, however, it would most likely be an implementation of the PvP game with the same mechanics, except that the player would be fighting a non-player character. So whichever one they pick, though, it's going to be farmable by this game, and the gems for it will be obtained by the daily quests. The new currency will likely have a different currency relationship to TRX conversion rate based off of the difficulty of obtaining them. It will also make the currency somewhat more elusive, preventing the original Knights game from being ignored in favor of the new one. And like I mentioned before, the increased localization is that they are looking for people to do translations. Right now they have French, German, Russian, Hindi, Dutch, and Korean. They're placing heavy emphasis to find translators for Spanish, Chinese, Arabic, and Japanese. So if any of you speak any of those languages, definitely reach out to them. They have a Telegram here and some of the admins that are highlighted here, and they will be paying TRX for your work. So very nice. Okay, so they're also going to do focused marketing, as they've had a lot of YouTubers approach them to review TronKnights thoroughly. I approached them to do a review of TronKnights, so they did give me some tokens in order to do this review today, which I will be buying some more Knights with here in just a moment. Okay, they're also going to do some UI and website features. They agree that the user experience features on the website, there are some that need improvement. They're taking the feedback that they get from the community, and they would really like to implement that feedback. So, yeah, it says, for example, a user recently suggested that they add a running total to each profile page category, which we added to our to-do list. So if you have any suggestions for them, I'm going to say this Telegram link up here would probably be a great place to go and submit those suggestions. So that is what's coming up here for TronKnights. For me, however, I'm going to buy some additional units here for my little army that I'm building. So I need to put some Tron here into this contract. So let's see here. For every 100, so one Tron is worth 100 gems. So when you see the price here, do keep in mind that there's a conversion rate where one Tron equals 100 gems. So let's see, I think I need to deposit 2,215 Tron in order to be able to buy the two that I was looking to buy. That's a rogue and a cleric. Holy moly, look, it's there already. Wow. Man, Tron is so fast. Every time I see it, it's just like, wow, Tron is so fast. All right. So first, I'm going to buy a rogue. That's going to get me 8 glory. It pays 3.34% daily, which is, it's daily. It's 5,952 gems. So that's awesome. There we go. I'm buying one. And let's see. I think I might have to refresh for that. So there we went. Now I do have one rogue recruited, and I am going to go ahead and also recruit another cleric to my army. So there we go. So it's just that easy. Everything on Tron is like, it's just so crazy fast that it makes so many of these games possible that, I mean, I want them to be possible on Ethereum. I really, really do. I want them to figure out their scaling solutions over there. I think that, oh yeah, speaking of Tron and Ethereum, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was talking about how Loom's plasma chain, how you can actually stake your Loom and vote for people, vote for representatives on the plasma chain. They announced, maybe yesterday or the day before, they made a Twitter announcement, Loom did, that they were going to be adding both interoperability for both Tron and EOS into the plasma chain network. So that's really, really cool. I think that that's just fantastic for the usability and scalability of the Ethereum network, because the plasma chain is a side chain for Ethereum. So just super cool. If you guys haven't looked into Loom, I would. I like it. So there you go. That's my side note for right now. But now I have, so I have 2 clerics, I have 1 settler, and I have 1 rogue. So yay, that's exciting for me. Okay, next up, let's talk about Stockpile. last night when I made the video, this had like a little over 200,000 Tron in the contract. Right now, let me refresh it, get a quick number. So it's 1.649 million. So that's almost, 1.65 million Tron in the contract right now. I've been very, very happy with the payouts. So I did make an investment in each level here, and I'm really, really happy with that. So, I've got one paying me back less total, a lesser percentage total. So that's 107.2% on my initial investment, but it's paying me back much, much quicker. So, these ones where they take a little longer, I've made significantly less back so far, but I'm really, really happy with my choice here so far to do a little bit of everything. That way, at the higher percentage with the lesser yield, that's going to get me out faster. So I'm a little more secure in actually getting my ROI. But, because I'm doing a little bit of everything, I feel like I'm getting the best of all the worlds. So very, very happy here with Stockpile so far. And I'm certainly looking forward to seeing where this contract goes. So, all right, the next one that I want to talk about here is this super fun guy here. Ooh, so I was talking about how kind of difficult it is to earn Ruby because in this TronRaider, because it's a little bit expensive. You need to bet 1,000 Tron in order to earn a Ruby, and right now, because this is in beta, the maximum that you can bet is 2,000 Tron per round. I'm going to go ahead and enter this round and show you guys how it works. Right here, I have an auto escape of 2x. So if I want to wait, which right here, I don't see any that have been like really, really, really high. I saw one about maybe 40 minutes ago that went to like 400x. That was nuts. I would never have the guts to stay in that long, but I have the guts to stay in that long. So I generally get out before the auto escape because I don't want to get smashed by that monster there. He's ruthless and takes all your Tron. But if you are conservative with it, then it's certainly, I made 819 Tron on that in just that much time. So I'm really, really, really having fun with this one. I don't know which one I think is more fun right now, if it's this or if it's DooTron, but what I like right now about this one is that it's in stage 1-1. So this is brand new, and there's only been 39,000 rubies mined thus far. So right now the estimated value of a ruby is 35.98 TRX. They are not paying dividends out yet. It's my understanding that they will start actually paying dividends on April 1st. So I am really just trying to stockpile as much ruby as I can heading up to that date. And then, after that, I will be certainly happy to continue to earn dividends on the rubies that I have acquired thus far. So they also have, if you feel like just mining this and you don't want to play, which I wouldn't do because I think it's really fun to play. And from what I can see, you lose really on this one. So if you're just doing the auto. So let's see, auto escape. Maybe this is not the same thing. Sorry. In order to facilitate players mining Ruby, we designed the function of automatic battle. You can choose whether to use auto or not. If you switch to another browser tab, automatic combat function can slow down. To avoid this problem, you can open TronRaider in a separate window and game on auto fight. Due to Tron's main network logic, approximately 0.04 TRX of the bandwidth is allocated to Tron is deducted for your fight. You can freeze a portion of your TRX in your wallet to get free bandwidth. If you guys don't know how to do that, it's really very easy. I'm going to do a video on that soon so that I can walk you through how to do that. But you do it on tronscan.org. And then once you freeze, you can actually vote for delegates as well. So I'm not sure, and maybe somebody can tell me if you turn on the auto, which is off for me right now, if the auto escape stays on or not. Right now, again, my auto escape is 2x. So there you go. Then there's also here these star medals. So there are 4 tasks during each Rages tournament round. For every task accomplished, a player can earn some star medals. All tasks can be completed repeatedly. For details on Rages tournament pool, refer to the question mark near the blood bar above, which I'll do here in a moment. The more the star medal a player holds, the higher the percentage he or she gets to share from the Rages tournament pool. After the distribution, all star medals will be cleared. After the distribution, all star medals will be cleared. So they reiterated that. Tasks are as followed. Only task 1 and 2 will be open during the beta testing period, which is now. So the input damage, task 1, input damage power TRX. It's 10.99, I'm thinking is how I read that. Is that what it says? That's a comma, but I'm going to read it as a point. And successfully escape at 3x or above. Reward is 1 star medal. So if your input damage power is 100.999 and you successfully escape at 2x or above, you will receive a reward of 6 star medals. And then the input damage power of 1,000 to, oh, there we go. That's 10 to 99, 100 through 999, 1,000 through 4,999. And successfully escape at 1.5x or above, your reward will be 25 star medals. Again, right now, this is the beta, so only 1 and 2 are available. So anything above that, I guess you can't get more than 6 star medals right now at a time. So there you go. That's what the stars are. If you're playing this, though, and you have stars, you don't want to close your tab. You just want to leave this open because even if you're not in... Let's get to this part. So this is the Rage tournament pool. So every attack is going to cause the monster to lose some of his health points. When his HP goes to 0, the Rage's tournament pool is activated. After the prize distribution, the next tournament round starts. The TRX inside of Rage's tournament pool will be distributed as follows. 69% of the TRX will be distributed to the players with star medals. The more they hold, the higher the percentage of the reward. So you definitely want to have this open if you have star medals, because that's going to allow you to get access to the 69% of the tournament pool. 1% of the TRX will be distributed to the players who activate the reward, that is the players in the last round that attack and kill the monster. And then the higher the player inputs in the last attack, the higher the percentage he or she shares from the tournament pool. And then 30% of the TRX goes to the next Rage tournament pool and the Ruby dividends pool. So that's what I know here about TronRaider. It's a little bit more information than I had acquired last night because kind of been a little bit obsessed with this one here today because it's crazy fun. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to leave it at that. This one's fun. Definitely fun. Right up here on my fun list, though, is playing high-low here on DooTron, which has not lost any of its appeal for me, that's for sure. But the dividend pool is down a little bit today. I'm okay with that. This is still really fantastic considering how much fun I had while I was gathering up the doo that I have frozen. So they can just sit here and pay me out dividends every day. They pay every day. I'm about to get paid in less than a half an hour, and it's awesome. So yesterday I made like 600, a little over 600 Tron. Today I'm looking at 267. So I'm just absolutely thrilled with DooTron still. But the mining is, I mean, they're definitely getting through these rounds because this is very awesome. So it's popular because it's great. So the next stage is stage 19. So right now, there are about 378,000 due through this 1 million due round. It's stage 18 right now, so there's going to be a total of 60, so it's still less than halfway through the mining, but this has been going very, very, very quickly, which again is one of the things that I like about TronRaider is that this is round 1-1. So there you go. All right, next is just that Bankroll continues to be awesome, and I'm very, very happy with it. And I mean, the contract is still just every day it goes up. I mean, now it's 82.31 million. There's 3,280 users in here. People have withdrawn 13.6 million Tron from here. And the very, very kind souls who have donated 41,000 Tron here to the contract in the name of sustainability. So this one's really cool. I also really like the sponsorships. Like I said, I'm going to start giving away sponsorships to people who have used my referral link here for Bankroll. So if you haven't used my referral link yet, then please do, and you can be eligible for getting some Tron in the form of a Bankroll investment from me. Okay, next up here, so much. This is just so much. The whale status here. Sorry, but the whale status here is it's over 1 million now. I mean, there's just so much in this contract. It is huge. And also, really not to be left too far in the dust, TronBank here, which I also have invested in, is up to almost 28 million Tron in the contract, which is just fantastic. So I'm really very happy with this one as well. I only have one investment, and that is in this infinite one. So I may actually do an investment here in the bronze plan just to kind of spread things out a little bit. So that's something that I'm thinking of right now. But I mean, so far I've made back 743 Tron on my total investment of 1,000. So that's amazing. Super thrilled. Super duper thrilled. I have gotten some lovely referral rewards, which are awesome as well. So my payout on just my investment has been 143 Tron so far. And hey, that's not too shabby either. So even if you aren't someone who goes out and does team building, which if that's the case, I really have to ask you why, because this is fun and it's fun to share fun things. So, all right. That's everything I want to talk about tonight. It's all so much fun. So there you go. And so if you did like the video, then please make sure that you go ahead and leave it a like. If you'd like to see more from me, then please do subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, of course, you can leave those down in the comment section. If you want to try out any of the things that I have just talked about tonight, then I will have referral links in the description box for the video. But as always, thank you so much for your time tonight. I will see you next time.